Hey guys, coming up this week on Minecraft Me, we show you one of the most heavily requested topics is how to create an iron farm, how to make loads of iron that you can use for building your biggest creation. So we show you that this week. We also have a huge, major announcement we want to share with you guys. All that, texture pack picks, showcase, and of course your questions, all that coming up.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Minecraft Me is brought to you by the GeekGamer.tv app for the Roku. You can watch all the back episodes of Minecraft Me, Geek Gamer Weekly, watch the shows live, and check out exclusive content. You can only find it at ggtv.me/Roku. Hey guys, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me, the show that is entirely about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert, we'd like to show you how to play this awesome building blocks game. Welcome to episode 116, and this is a very, very special episode because we have a major announcement to share with you guys. So much, in fact, that I'm not even going to tease what is in that announcement because it is so big, I don't want to waste it. Joining me, as always, is my good friend, guide, teacher, and overall great friend, Mr. Joseph Falbey. Hey, Joe, how are you, man?
Good.
Beautiful day.
I just want to point out, anytime we tease something during this little intro thing, most of the people who watch the download version, already know because you talked about it in the intro before that.
True. What's a good answer for that, Joe? I mean, what do we do? Because
I don't know. Yeah.
Because you want to tease what's going on in the show this week,
right?
But maybe you tease something, but not everything. And maybe that's the answer.
Maybe, yeah.
Right. So
or you could just come up with one really generic one that says,
insert
this
name
week,
here.
Like always, news, play it,
plaque picks,
and pack picks,
plaque picks,
server showcase,
plaque picks,
emails, and something special.
All that and much more.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, we got a great show lined up for you guys. One of those most heavily requested items. I'm going to tell everybody, not the special announcement, but what we're going to cover this week. What we're going to cover this week is a lot of you guys have been wanting to know how to create your very own iron farm. Well, it's a little complicated. I would say this is more intermediate and advanced, but we're going to cover it for you guys this week, so make sure you take your notes. Because you're only going to see it live. You can't rewind this podcast. What? They can. Oh, they can rewind this podcast. I was just told that people can rewind podcasts. So,
told by who?
The director that's over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yeah, no, John is not here. No, there is a special guest, but he is not on camera. He's just listening to the words. He's just like, Minecraft, wow, this is great.
He should be sitting over there trying to make you laugh. That's what he should be doing.
No. Oddly enough,
can you hear us?
Oh, yes.
So this is my
can.
special instructions to you, special studio guest.
No.
Make Chase laugh.
Granted, he can see you, Joe. I mean, I do have the internal.
Yeah, you have the video
monitor
set up, so
he can see it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we don't have one of these. By the way, someone was supposed to create one of these for us, or create a batch of these. What we call them is transitional pieces, where it's a video clip that goes, all right, and it's now time for the news, and it's like, whoosh, and it's like, I'm not artistic, so I can't really do anything about that. But it is time for the Minecraft Me news. And here's the news this week. First off, a lot of you who play Minecraft Pocket Edition and by the way, you guys have sent in your creations. They're great. They're awesome. And by the way, Keel Lex HD in the chat room says, hey, what about the Minecraft Me movie? Or Minecraft movie, not the Minecraft Me movie. That's a different thing. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. But hey, Minecraft Pocket Edition is about to get much, much bigger. So part of the problem with Minecraft Pocket Edition is the size of worlds. They're very, very small in comparison to even consoles. The size of the world, I believe, Joe, if I remember right, it's 256 by 256.
By 256.
Very, very small. But the new announcement made by Mojang's Daniel Kaplan said that really that medium, large, and really infinite sizes are in development right now, which is great. They also plan to update AI, inventory, and a bunch of other things as well. And they also made an announcement that starting on March 1st, Mojang is pausing access to Pocket Realms. That was that online service, kind of like just normal Minecraft Realms, that would allow people to play online with their friends and just fire up worlds and have a nice place to go and play. However, right now, that's on pause because they're really putting all their efforts towards the full version of Minecraft Realms to everybody. So, Joe, how often do you play Pocket? And would the larger world size entice you to play more on the mobile platform, especially if you're traveling or something like that?
You know, it might. So I don't know that the larger world size is the thing for me that takes away from it. I really would like more support in Pocket Edition for the different gamepads that are available. We looked at them from Moga back in was it E3 or I think it was E3?
Yeah, it was. No, Minecon.
No, was it
Minecon?
No. See, it wasn't CES.
There's so
it might
many
have been
things
PAX.
that we go to. That
I think it was PAX.
Okay.
I think it was PAX last summer.
All right.
And talked about they had the one coming out for Android, and they were introducing one for Mac OS or iOS really, really shortly, and that's available now. And Logitech has one, and there's a few others out there. And then there's dedicated gaming systems like the NVIDIA Shield and that sort of thing. A lot of those, they haven't built in controller support to Pocket Edition yet. I don't know why.
Oh, I know.
I think that would be a huge improvement.
Huge.
So I would rather have that than the bigger worlds. Bigger worlds are cool. I love bigger worlds. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've ripped on the console edition a lot for having little tiny worlds, and the Pocket Edition is even worse. But I would rather have really, really good controls and bigger worlds. Why not both, right?
Now we've talked about this next story before, and I think since we're talking about Pocket Edition, it's good to remind people about, and that is don't fall for the scam of either downloading faux Minecraft, something fake, or just infecting your phone or malware, because that can happen on the Android side of things for sure. For example, here is an article that was just posted about don't fall for this Minecraft App Store scam. So this is actually currently in the Apple Store, where you'll see, if you look at it here, it says Minecraft 3D Cube World for $4.99, and it has screenshots of Minecraft in it, or actually maybe faked. It looks like faked screenshots for anything. And this is not the legitimate Minecraft at all. And you got to be really, really careful, because unless there's an excruciating circumstance, I don't think you can really easily get refunds on app purchases on the iPhone, right, Joe? I mean, it's very, very hard to.
You can, but you have to involve Apple, and you have to do it within like a day. And there's some steps you have to go through in order to get it happen. And even then, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is sort of an issue. And this happens. I don't think this is just a thing on the iTunes App Store. This happens on Android. It happens on Windows Phone, for that matter. There's a lot of games that are sort of trading off the popularity and the name Minecraft to try to just get some quick sales before they get kicked out of the store, because they have to know that they're going to get kicked out of the store eventually.
Yeah, someone's going to regulate them and get them out of there. So. And
Mojang just has to basically write to the different stores and say, hey, this they're intruding on our trademark and stuff like that.
The one thing that I could probably say to anybody who wants to get the Minecraft game, go to Minecraft.net, Mojang.com. They have links that take you directly to their official store page. Mm-hmm. You can get into you can get into deep trouble just by searching for Minecraft on these app stores, both of them, iTunes and Android, and you think that you're getting the app, and you're not. So, play it safe. Just go to Minecraft.net or Mojang.com. Just do that. Make sure that your money's going to the right place, and then you get the updates. You get legitimate gameplay. It's what it should be. Minecraft.net/pocket. Better yet, you're right, Joe. So yes, bear that in mind. Now, like clockwork, every week, typically around this time, Thursdays or Fridays, Mojang rolls out another update for you people to try out, another snapshot, if you will. Now, Joe, they rolled out snapshot 14W10C. Any major changes in this one at all?
It appears mostly be bug fixes. A few things for map makers that have been improvements. They're nothing super major. Nothing that we really are going to show off or talk about too much. But if you're a map maker, you should really look forward to this. Again, 1.8 is mostly, at this point, appears to be sort of baby steps towards better API support and stuff like that. One of the big things that they sneak, they didn't talk about, it's not in the snapshot because it requires a lot more infrastructure than this, is they actually tweeted, I think it was Dinnerbone actually tweeted earlier this week that you will be able to change your in-game name, but it won't happen until at least 1.8 drops.
So it won't
at least on PC, not on consoles.
So it won't be because they use a different system, but
yeah.
But this will not be like a nickname change. This will actually be,
Yeah, so like right now the server like our server has a plugin that allows you to change your nickname in chat, so it appears differently in chat. The official Mojang one, the official Minecraft one that'll come out, will allow you to change your actual appearance, because a while ago, remember how they were pushing everyone to transition to email-based Mojang accounts?
Yep. I remember that.
That was sort of the first step in unlocking the username associated with that. So now you'll be able to actually change your username in Minecraft. Now,
nice.
the cool thing about that is, you'll be able to change your username. The downside is, if those become unlocked, if you change your name, you may not be able to get that name back. I'm not sure how they're going to do that sort of holding names type of thing.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But it's definitely a cool step, definitely a big thing, and I know a lot of people have been really wanting that.
Yeah, especially like if you have a name with a whole bunch of numbers afterwards, and you're like, what, I came up with a new name that doesn't use like 7259 or something.
Yeah.
Much easier to remember the name, like, I don't know,
Bob.
Minecrafter Bob or something, like that. So
okay.
Yeah. Bob is probably taken, I would assume.
Probably.
By Bob. So that's the official.
What if it was taken by a Robert?
That's very possible. Now, we have a very special announcement to share with you guys this week. And typically, we move right on into the play it segment. That's why the news is a little bit a little bit quicker this week. We are launching something that we kind of teased about. We've kind of teased this for the past few weeks. And actually, even before the past few weeks, maybe I would say a few months ago, we talked about the Geek Gamer TV Supporters Club, where you can jump on in and support us directly through donations, and we would give you certain perks to jump on board and do that. Well, part of the worry for me in doing something like that is just the whole infrastructure behind that, having to juggle, and having to manage all those people who want to have certain perks and certain levels, and to be able to send out separate updates to those people and things like that. So it's one of those things that I wanted to kind of throw out there and give back to the community. However, just the time involved in doing something like that, the infrastructure is very, very hard. So we discovered something called Patreon, I would say maybe a couple of months ago. And I've been toying the idea around in my head and wanting to launch something like that. In case you don't know what Patreon is a website that allows you to support content creators like us on a monthly basis. So we don't have to worry about doing sponsors, and we don't have to worry about getting 20,000 downloads a show to take to a sponsor to say, hey, you should come and sponsor our show. You could actually contribute to us directly and support what we're doing. So today, I'm very, very happy to announce that we are launching, as of right now, as of live, actually maybe about 10 minutes ago because Twitter kind of spilled the beans. We are creating a Patreon, and it is live and it is active right now. So as you could see here, we are creating a Patreon for Minecraft Me. Now, Joe, you want to walk everybody through this page here and the URL and what's involved?
Yeah, so like you said, in a nutshell, it allows average viewers an easy way to support shows that they like other than ad clicks or something weird like that. But yeah, it basically, walking through here, you can see, talks about what the show's about, why we're doing it, why Patreon's important for us, and gives people the opportunity to support for as little as $1 a month. Basically, it would come out to 25 cents or up to pretty much whatever they want. You know what? If you want to throw a couple $100,000 in there, we're good.
Sure, we're okay with that.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
So,
but ideally, we have some pledge levels lined out, and each level gets a little bit better perks. The $1 level, you'll be listed as a big thank you
on the website.
On the website.
Yep.
The $5 will give you access to something we're building into the next major version for the server, and that is a creative only map area.
Right.
Basically, you'll be able to get a build plot in there, and you can build whatever you want. You'll be in creative mode.
You can do whatever you want.
And $10 goes up to producer credit on the show. $15 you get, and of course, all of these are stacked, so you get all the previous things. You get a bunch of cool stuff: private forum board, TeamSpeak, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All the way up to
the diamond level.
$50. Yeah. The diamond level is $50 a month. And you get a personal Skype 1-on-2 Skype call with us. So we would just call and
not only
chat.
that, if you want to review, for example, if you want to reserve time with us, and now obviously it's based on availability, but for example, let's say you jump onto that level and you want me to build with you for an hour on the server. I'm building with you. And by the way, I will help you out. Now, I won't give you supplies, but I will use mine. I will use mine and build with you, okay? Now, just as a reminder, just kind of go over it one more time. Here's how it works. And by the way, there is a video on this page that talks about what Patreon is, and I did a nice little video. But here's how it works. It's really, really simple. You come over to our website, patreon.com/Minecraft. There on the left-hand side of the page is a box that says how much money you're willing to give per month for this show. Now, I have asked, I know there's a lot of people out there who can't afford the larger levels. I get that. But also, one of the things I want to share with you guys is we are creating, this is independent media. This is something that, it costs money to do. I would love to be able to do this for free and be retired and not have to worry about expenses like the server as a great example. We have to pay for these files to go on a server that you guys can download. Not only that, we need to pay for a server that you guys can go and enjoy. So this way, you guys can contribute directly to us and what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create a high-quality show about Minecraft. You can donate as little as 25 cents. Seriously, 25 cents an episode. We do about 4 episodes a month. So that's what it comes out to, $1 a month. I think with all the people downloading those 99-cent apps, $1 a month, I think is quite reasonable. Now, for those who can't afford to do a little bit more, go for it. That'd be great. So to do it, all you do is you type in an amount. Say you want to donate $1.50 a month. You can do pennies. You can do whatever. You can put any amount you want in there. Then you click Become a Patron. Once you've done that, it takes you to the next page where it asks you, okay, you are going to donate $1.50. Well, you can select your reward. Now, if you're going to select something that's higher, you have to donate at least that minimum amount. So I'm going to do the grass level. It kicks you up to 5. All right. Then I'm going to hit continue to confirmation. And then you sign in for an account. They do accept PayPal. If you don't want to do PayPal and you just have your own debit or credit card, they do accept that as well. And then every month, that is deducted from your account, and it goes right to us. It goes to support what we're doing. And now, Joe, I don't know. The one thing I do want to talk about is some of the milestone goals that we have on the left-hand side of the page here, because this is important. For example, if we hit our milestone goal of $199.99 per month, I'm calling it the Aziz Light goal. We love the we love this movie. Should I say it? Should I tell the movie? Because if I don't want to get taken off YouTube, and then it's a.
Well, it's not like we're playing. We can mention the movie. I mean, it's not like we're playing music from it or anything.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Fifth Element. It's a fantastic sci-fi movie. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it.
It's very good. So anyway, in the beginning of the movie, Aziz Light.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to work on getting upgrades for Joe. I'm going to get some more lights over to Joe. Maybe a better camera. I know he looks good now, but imagine what he would look with a very nice camera. So hey, there's things I would like to do. Also, our server payment. If you don't like ads, no more ads on the show. If we get up to $827.79 per month, and if we by some miracle get to $2,014.10 per month, we'll add a second Minecraft show, some more Minecraft content. And by the way, anybody who becomes a Patreon, anybody, even if at a penny, that helps, because it shows that you support the show. You support what we're doing. Just get your name on the list. But if you at least donate $1 a month, you will be known to everybody. Now, I do have a question here in the chat room. Like, for example, End of Rape says, well, if I donate like $30 a month, can you advertise my server on every Minecraft Me for the months I pay? Well, not exactly. We do have corporate sponsorships, if you will. And one thing that we will do for the larger levels is, we have, we give you credit in the producer's credits. So, for example, if you didn't want to use your name, but you wanted to use your URL, I'll let you do that. That's fine. So we wouldn't do a vocal like endorsement, if you will, but we would put you in the credits. So you could do whatever you want to do, and that's so super green. So super green.
That'll get us taken off.
That will get us taken off. So if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me directly. You can tweet me at Nunes, Nunes. If you want to hang out in the after the show in the chat room, please feel free to do so as well. Or you can just submit questions to the Patreon. There's many different ways. You're going to be hearing a lot more about this over the next week, but I really, really want to get you guys involved. This is where, we've done over 100 plus episodes of Minecraft Me. A lot of you have written in and said, thank you so much. I've learned a lot from you guys. This is really your way to give back. Even at a minimum of $1 a month, it really, really helps. And it helps keep this going, because those servers cost money. File servers cost money. And if we can't generate some sort of income, as much as I'd love to continue doing this, there comes to a time where we're going to have to say, well, we just can't afford to do it.
Yeah.
So
we've been really lucky so far in that we had a fantastic sponsor who's really helped us with where we've gotten so far, and giant hats off to him all the way. But unfortunately, that is limited money. So this in order to keep going at the pace we're going, keep doing some of the things we're doing, we're going to need a little help from all the people out there watching.
It sucks though sometimes, like the I don't know, the higher you grow and the faster you grow, the more it takes to keep things going. It's kind of weird like that. When we were small and we started this show, there was very low overhead. We didn't have a server. No one really was downloading the show. No one was overtaxing the file servers, things like that. And
it was just everything was distributed. A lot of stuff was going out via YouTube, so no big deal there, stuff like that. But as demand increases, costs go up rather rapidly too.
There's one thing I do want to mention, is that this show will still always remain free. There will never be a charge to get the show. The Patreon is really for those people who can support us, and if you can support us, we are able to give you something a little bit extra. But the show will still remain free. It will still come out as normal. You'll still be able to download it as normal through iTunes or Android, or if you watch it on YouTube or whatever. Everything will remain as normal as you remember it. We're just offering some extra ways you can help support us and keep things going. So, like I said,
and the same thing goes for the server. As long as the server's online, it'll be a free-to-play server. There will be no cost involved in playing, and there'll be no perks on the vanilla side that you can buy, that'll get you ahead. The big thing at, like we said, at the $5 level is that creative area, because we know a lot of people want to be able to do that sort of stuff. And that's one easy way to try to support the server and the show in general.
Everybody will be able to access the creative area, but only people who donate through the Patreon at $5 or more will be able to get access to build. So, as higher levels go, we'll have exclusive areas on the forums where people can talk to Joe and I directly. You'll be able to have a private area in the TeamSpeak where, hey, it's like a supporters club. You flash your badge and you get in. It's very secret handshake and all that neat stuff.
Like a backstage pass.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So, honestly, if you guys have questions about it, send them our way. Throw them in the chat. We'll be in the after show today talking about it. But I'm very, very excited to start this off, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully, it gets to a point where we don't have to worry about a server bill, and we're able to concentrate even more attention into the show. So, sorry for the little bit longer news segment and announcement segment this week, but really, really big things happening here, and I just want to say big thanks for all you guys and gals who are planning on supporting us. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. All right, Joe, it's time now for iron farming. Now, you were telling me that setting up for this is a little bit difficult because
it's not so it isn't like really difficult. It's just it does require some prep. We're going to go through the process. We're going to show you what an iron farm or one potential iron farm looks like, and then we'll talk about how to build it. We'll actually have you build it, and then talk about output and stuff like that. The downside to iron farms is it's not like a mob farm where you have a mob spawner and you're catching all those things. It's slow. Iron golems only spawn so quickly. There are methods to make it go faster, but as you do that, it gets more and more complex. So we're just going to start with an easy one, something simple. It'll spawn about one iron golem every few minutes, which is this worth it? I would say, like, Joe, is something like this worth to build? I guess if you really need iron, right? Like to energy to put something into this kind of a project, it's worth it, right? I think it is. So it looks pretty daunting. I'm going to set you into creative mode real quick.
Okay.
So you can fly around.
All right. So is this just basically a basic example of one could look like? I mean, obviously it can be taller, it could be bigger, all that fun stuff.
This meets a few minimums. So you can fly around now and take a quick look up a little higher. This meets a few minimums. It is a village.
Okay.
Sort of. A village is defined by doors and roofs. This has doors and it has roofs and villagers. You can see all the villagers are sort of trapped.
Now, how do the villagers get there?
Okay, so that's actually a really, really big question. And when we get to building, we'll talk about methods to get villagers in. I used a spawner. That's what I used to put those in. But yeah, as for output, so right now we're sort of between golems. We haven't had one come down in a little while, but if you check out that chest, I built this maybe 10 minutes before we started the show. Well, maybe 20 minutes now.
Okay.
And that's how much has dropped into it. So 17 iron ingots and 2 of the poppies or roses, depending on the version you're running. And that's not bad. It like I said, it's not fast. It's not like you're going to make thousands of blocks.
Right.
But it is a reasonable amount. And what we'll do is we'll leave this as it is, and we'll go build one of these off somewhere else, and then come back to it. That's a bug.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it does that.
Huh.
But yeah, I've seen that happening too.
That's weird.
So let's go fly some distance away, and we'll talk about how to build one. The reason why we're going to go away is we want to be far enough apart that the villages aren't one village, so to speak. So we'll just kind of head over this way. This looks like a reasonable spot.
Wait, I think I just lost track of you.
Did you really?
I think I did. I saw you, then all of a sudden.
Oh, let's see. Okay, here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, that worked.
Okay, so this seems like an okay spot, and so this actually isn't my design. I stole this design from I actually don't remember his name, but he has a whole series of YouTube videos on how to make these things. Nims TV is the name of his YouTube channel, but basically what you want is 2 layers, 10 blocks off the ground, and so we'll go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then obviously this is a lot easier in creative mode than it would be in survival, but it is very doable in survival. Don't feel like you have to be in creative in order to build this thing.
And the only reason why we're in creative right now is just for demonstration's sake. We need to be able to show you this to you guys quickly. So this hole that the 2x2 square that I left open, that is the hole through which the golems will fall, and then I need to make this in total 10 blocks square. Okay.
So, and I'm gonna. This does take a little while to do, unfortunately, but you can start adding some blocks too if you want.
Well, I was showing camera for you, but
well, everybody knows how to place blocks.
All right, so we need to do a big square.
So I'm just doing yeah. So the edges that I've put out are the extents. So yeah, it's basically going to be filling in the holes and making it like this. Just remember, don't fill in the center 4.
Right.
Since that one's fairly important. And we'll just build the first layer of this and talk about why the design is this way.
Okay. All right, so we got the floor there, or the ceiling.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and build walls around the edge, and I want to build these 3 high.
3 high?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go around. No lava down there. Okay.
Yeah, there's no lava. Yeah, so should be okay. Unless you want me to put, I can put lava.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. We do end up using a bit of lava for the
yeah.
golem
I'm aware of that, but no, yeah. I'm good.
So this is like I said, this is probably the simplest, just most straightforward method for doing this.
Okay.
It is really, really easy. So now that you've created these, what you actually want to do is line this with doors, and this is where it starts.
That's weird.
Defining the so-called village. I can't remember the exact specs, but
so basically, the whole wall needs to be doors.
Yeah, we put in 40 doors, and it's 4 walls of 10 each, and one thing I did forget is the corner blocks are should be glowstone, and the reason for that is to keep other mobs from spawning.
Ah, okay.
So once you've done that, you actually build a second level, and we're not going to build the whole second level, but the second level starts at the top half of the doors.
Okay.
So that's where the second level would be, and I always miss and open a whole bunch of doors when I'm doing this. So that's where the second level would be, and the second level is identical to the first one. And then here's the cool reason why it's 10 by 10 and why this works really well. So the reason why we're so far off the ground, 10 blocks off the ground, is if we were on the ground,
is that fall damage?
And if the village so-called was on the ground,
okay,
when the iron golem spawned, they would spawn on the ground. They could spawn outside of your golem trap area.
Right. Okay.
With this, they will spawn at this level, at the same level the village is at. So they'll spawn within just a few blocks, and this means they'll spawn up on this upper level and on this lower level.
Okay. All right.
So set the time back to day. So the next step though is you want to collect all those golems. After they spawn, you want to collect them. So you just sort of put water in just one block of source water in each corner.
So it flows to the center.
The beauty of this spacing being exactly 10 wide, as you can see, the water goes to the edge of that hole and stops. It doesn't actually flow down there. So when golems spawn, they'll just get pushed right down the middle.
Say I'm a golem, I spawned, I'm being pushed.
Yeah, you just fall right down the middle.
I just fall right down the middle.
Yeah, it's perfect. So Now, the one thing is, in order to have golems, we have to have villagers.
Right. Now,
so
how do you get them up here?
Well, that is sort of a complicated question.
Okay.
The easy way to do it is to bribe or convince a server moderator or admin to give you spawn eggs to spawn the golems, the village yourself.
Oh,
the nice thing is,
okay.
because this is actually a true village, the villagers will actually start to
they'll start to spawn on their own?
They'll start to replicate. Now, they won't spawn on their own. You have to have at least 2. But they will start to have kids, so to speak. So you only really need 2 to get up here. And one of the ways to do it, and this is a pretty good method, is to actually use a railroad or a minecart. And the minecart goes by, it'll pick up mobs and have it come up here and actually drive it up here and have it dump into this little well. And again, you only need 2. So it's not like you need a whole lot of them. There's also a bunch of videos online you can find about kiting mobs is one of the terms, which would be convincing them to cross the terrain at night.
I was going to say, so you could set up a kidnapping of villagers. Yeah. You put them in a cart.
Yeah.
And then you have this railway that brings the villagers
villagers up here and then you get them up here and you can destroy the cart and get the villagers dumped out and into this. Now, remember, we talked about this. In the next version, there's going to be a special kind of rail that will rock the minecart when it goes over it.
Right.
I think that'll probably kick the villagers out, too. So you could even use that.
Nice.
But you only really need 2. And the reason you only need 2 is because this, I don't think it's actually finished enough for it to be considered a true village yet.
Right.
But this actually, because it is considered a village, they will auto replicate. They will create more villagers once you have 2
one thing
in there.
I've always seen about villagers, Joe, is they like to go inside like their things that in their homes at night.
They do.
This is okay. Oh, look, they just fell in love.
And in a second here you'll see a wee little villager appear with them. Oh, look at that.
Aw.
So one thing I do like to do with my sweatshop villagers is close the glass off the top so that nothing can get in and kill them. And with the glowstone, the reason for the glowstone is you don't have to worry about any zombies or anything like that spawning inside of it, and they're safe. So this actually would be a functioning golem trap. Golems theoretically would spawn in there, and they would get dumped down into that.
So golems just spawn randomly? Is there's just
no
rhyme or reason?
They spawn in the presence. So there are certain triggers in order for golems to start spawning. They have to be in a village.
Okay.
The village has to have a minimum population. And
there's the baby.
There's the baby. Yeah. See? So these golem or these villagers will eventually replicate enough. I think they need to have 14 in order for golems to start spawning. And because the number of doors we put in there, that's how many we'll end up with. It will take a while. It'll take probably a good hour or 2 to get to that number of villagers.
So, and you said you get a spawn of basically 1 golem an hour, or what's
1 golem roughly every 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Give or take. It just depends. So, and a golem will drop anywhere between 3 and I think 5 iron ingots. And 1 to 3 roses or poppies.
So the golem will spawn in here. Okay.
The golem will spawn. Well, let's go back to the other one real quick, and
we'll
talk about the structure.
All right.
And where the golems will spawn. And again, you want to build this when you're building one of these. You want to make sure you're about. Oh, look, we actually have a golem in the bottom being burned right now.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah. So he is. There he's dead, and he's because of the hoppers in the bottom, it's already dumped his iron and the rose into the chest. So and this, you notice this one's built out of sandstone. The other one I built out of
brick,
out of stone bricks. Doesn't matter. You can build it out of any material you want. The exception to that is glass. You can't really build the walls out of glass or the floor. Golems have to spawn on a real block, not on glass blocks, not a clear block.
Got it.
So that's why there's also a glass block lining on the top here, is golems won't spawn on that edge. They'll only spawn in the water.
I see. And then that pushes them into here, and then it pushes them down to the lava. Now, I notice we have that second level here. And what was the purpose of that again?
It just gives more area for the golems to spawn. You want as much area as you can possibly have. and you can expand this. You can add more layers, more villagers, and create additional villages.
Right.
But word of warning: with 1.8, they're changing how villages are calculated.
Oh,
and so they may not. If you have an existing village, it'll work fine. But there's some guides out there. There's one guide that I ran across where a guy figured out a way to get 1,700 iron ingots per hour.
Wow.
Out of a whole bunch of villages nested together, built similar to this, but obviously a little bigger. And it's really, really cool to see. However, it is a lot more complex, and you will not be able to build it in 1.8. It will work if you build it in 1.7 and you get upgraded to 1.8.
Right.
Oh, another golem just spawned.
Oh.
He was on the top
there he goes. He just dropped.
Yep. So yeah, this does work, and it works reasonably well, and you can gather quite a few iron from it, and you just have to sacrifice the golems. But who cares? They're just golems.
Yeah, but golems, aren't they like protective measures for?
They are for villages. So if that's why they spawn here, is they naturally spawn in villages in order to protect the villagers from zombies.
Gotcha.
And we're taking advantage of that fact to force them to spawn in an area we can control, and then kill them to harvest the materials.
So
and again, this is the sort of thing that you can set up in your server, set up in your single player world, and leave. And as long as the block stays active, as long as you're building around it, working around it, you will keep getting golem spawns and keep gathering iron.
So the key thing, there's a few things here that are kind of neat about this. First off, it doesn't really need any redstone configuring or have any automation, if you will. This is all kind of a self-generating thing. Another thing too that's kind of neat is you don't have to look for a mob spawner. And I know a lot of people, they'll mine and they're like, "Oh, I found a mob spawner," and then they create some sort of harvesting machine from that. Here, they don't have to really worry about that. They can build this pretty much. Is there any kind of terrain that this will not function in?
No, this actually will work anywhere. The village that you're creating, I should say, it'll work anywhere in the main overworld map. You can't do this in the end or in the Nether.
Yeah.
But in the overworld, this will work anywhere. And yeah, the only bit of sort of redstone to it are the hoppers. The only bit of complexity is the hopper system at the bottom of the lava. But it's really easy. It's just 4 hoppers that point into them and that push into a chest. And you obviously, once you have it into the chest, you can make it. Oh, there goes another one. You can make it more or less complex. You can sort out the iron in the rows if you want to. You can add additional chests, more hoppers. You can do whatever you want at that point. And looking into the kill chamber where the lava is, the signs are just there to keep the lava suspended. Lava won't flow past the signs.
I see.
So that way you keep that.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah. So, really, really straightforward, really simple build, something really, really actually pretty easy to make. Just requires a little bit of materials. And the hardest part about building it is if you're in survival mode, creating the structure around it so that you can place the blocks and everything where you need them to be. Is the sort of the only thing about it. And notice I added a double layer of blocks on the bottom.
Right.
I added that because if you don't put them in, the water will drip through, and that annoys me.
I was just gonna say, that you don't have to have a second layer, but this is just for Joe's OCD.
Yeah, this is just the dripping water is kind of just go away. All right, so. But yeah, a really simple build, actually not too difficult. Anybody can pretty much build it. Doesn't require a whole lot of materials. The most difficult part is probably getting the villagers to it. But if you have a little bit of rail, use a little bit of ingenuity, you can probably get that sorted pretty easily. But yeah, you can build it out of cobblestone, build it out of whatever, like I said. Pretty much anything but glass and glowstone.
So this is here. I'm just going to go through this one more time, you guys. Really simple design. And by the way, is there a limit of the number of villagers that will show up in this space, or?
Yeah, it'll fill up to, I think the most that will naturally spawn into there is 14.
I see.
And now, you can force more villagers into it, and you'll get a higher golem.
I was going to say, what if you had like another pod over here of more villagers and stuff?
I think you'll get a slightly higher golem spawn rate, but naturally they will reach 14 within this village. And that's the easiest way to get it done. So.
Very, very cool and simple. I mean, obviously, I know we did this in creative mode, but honestly, you guys, I know a lot of you have been wanting to know how to create your own, iron farm. And really, there's not much to it. I mean, you can even make the blocks out of, this is sandstone up here, it looks like, but yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult.
Make it out of cobblestone, make it out of, like I said, any building block that you want. You can make it out of dirt if you want to make it out of dirt. Whatever you want. I just chose sandstone in this location because it meshes with the environment.
Wow. Well, that's easy.
Trying to be green. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, there you go. How to make yourself your very own iron farm. And simple, easy, effective. All that and a bag of chips. Or maybe not the chips. Chips are separate.
Yeah, it doesn't include the bag of chips. You got to bring your own chips.
Well, we're finally back to our normal routine of things, and it's now time for pack picks. We're actually going to give you guys a couple of suggestions. Now, these are sometimes sent into the server or sent into us as far as suggestions. And this week, both of them have been sent in to us. And Joe, we'll start with you. What was the pack pick suggestion for you this week?
So it was sent in by Jack.
Okay.
And JAC.
All
and he recommended we check out the Sphax Grunge BD craft.
Now, we've seen Sphax before.
Yeah, we've done the Sphax BD craft before. This is the Grunge version, which is a little bit of a modification.
Right.
Which is still pretty cool.
Now,
it's
this particular one, by the way, this one that I have here, is the 256 version. So you need to have a pretty decent system to run. But here's what the menu system looks like. It's very, very clean, by the way. But let me jump into our normal server here, and then Joe will bring me over. Oh, hold on. Oh, there it goes. It's loading in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, it failed. But here we are. And so it's got that Sphax feel, but also looks like some realism-ish to it as well. So why don't you walk us through it?
Yeah, it is definitely Sphax. You can tell that it looks a lot like their other texture packs. But yeah, if you're getting up close to these bricks, the stone bricks, you can really see a lot of really good detail in them. And I think it looks pretty good. The wood planks are the same way, and it is definitely Sphax based, and then it has a little bit of, it's supposed to be a little bit darker, right? It's supposed to be grungier. So overall, I've been fairly impressed with it. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in it. You can see the standard and the trap chests over here. I kind of like the leather topped look to them. A lot of detail, but I mean that also helps because it's the 256 by texture pack.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra pixels.
A lot of extra pixels.
Yes.
Big step up from 16 by for standard?
For sure.
Yeah. So heading back
I like
upstairs,
the carpet textures too. They look really, really nice.
Yeah, room with a bunch of the carpet I think would look fantastic. Here you can see a lot more detail in the stones again. The coal ore I think looks pretty good. The grass and dirt blocks, the mycelium blocks. I mean, look at the mycelium. It almost looks sticky.
Oh, yeah. It's got that
weird... It almost,
like a jello.
You know what it looks like? It looks like if you set enough of that out, you're going to get Zerg spawning on in your Minecraft world.
Wow, sandstone looks
or
great.
Stargate reference for...
Look at
StarCraft reference for anybody who doesn't get it.
Obsidian there looks great. It looks like you can actually, cut yourself on it. It looks very, very sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Looks great.
And I like one of my favorite things of all these texture packs is seeing all the different ways people have done the carved, chiseled sandstone.
Yeah.
Obviously keeping the creeper motif, but the different hieroglyphs and stuff like that we've seen in them, I think are really fantastic. The wood blocks look really nice. I think it's a really beautiful pack. However, it is a system hog of a pack. It is pretty high in the resource
you
uses.
Look low res. I mean, it's like you're in such a high res world. But the one thing I like about this pack is when you look at something at an off angle, like for example the vintage brewing stand, it looks great no matter what angle you look at it. Now it looks like some of the things like the flower and the rose. Low res.
Yet. Yeah. But look at the carrots and the potatoes over here. They look fantastic.
That looks fantastic. No kidding.
So.
Looks great.
Continuing on down here, you can see the end portal blocks carry that good style to them. Oh yeah, look at the mossy stone and the cracked stone.
Looks great.
Yeah, it is a really, really pretty texture pack. The sponge, which I think is pretty much useless at this point in Minecraft. The lava looks good. The flowing lava. Look at the top of the lava too. Looks very.
Wow, that looks really cool.
Yeah.
That looks really neat.
Diamond blocks. Again, the diamond ore. I really do like the look. They do look a lot like the obsidian, where if you rub up too close to it, it's going to scratch you.
Yeah.
Heading inside, enchanting table, everything. Everything is super, super high detailed and looks really nice, except for the ender chest. Looks like they missed that one.
Whoops.
Yeah, but the regular chest, I really like the regular chest. And
this pack. As we continue looking around, and we'll give our ratings.
Wow,
here.
Look at the furnace and the dropper and the dispenser.
I know. This pack, I think it strikes very, very nice balance between realism and Minecraft-ish stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to have a really good system to run this, and that's the other unfortunate thing, right? This is a 256 pack, and they're able to put a lot more, attention into that detail, and that's good. Yeah. But at the same time, I know a lot of people are going to see this, and they're going to be like, wow, I want to run this, and they're going to try, and they may fail. And that's sad, because this is really, really good. I mean, look at the different anvils and the degrees of distress. I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks so cool. I give this definitely a thumbs up for me. It's not too realistic, yet it gives a great flavor to playing the game, and you still get a pretty decent frame rate. The redstone, to me, is a little lacking. It's got that Sphax feel. I understand that. Same thing with the glowstone, but that's just minor to me. I think overall this pack is just very, very beautiful. It does a great job. It's a little darker, which kind of obviously goes with the grunge theme. It's good. I give it a thumbs up. What about you, Joe?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I think you hit it just right. The pathing, the redstone pathing, I don't think is that great. The wires don't look fantastic. They're little not quite what I want. I'd rather have a much clearer line drawing. But the other parts of it, the repeaters I think look fine, and all the way around, it's a nice detail, fantastic detail on the pack. I mean, really good quality and well done. I do like this pack quite a bit, and it does strike that really nice balance. But
totally.
Unless you have a pretty high-end computer, this is going to be a rough pack to run.
Yeah. So if you don't have a good computer to run it, maybe we'll suggest something a little bit easier on your palate. And this was also sent into the show by Bart7681, and it is called Adventure Timecraft. And let me... and I believe this is a 16 by pack, 16 or 32. I believe it's 16. So if you can't run that, maybe you can run this. And so here is the adventure. Whoa, I just went down the ladder for no apparent reason. Someone left that door open. See, that's what happens, kids, when you fall down,
Yeah, you're raised in a barn.
Yeah, I know. So let's take a look here. First off, one thing that it always comes, we have a pet peeve about is readability of signs. Signs are very readable, which is nice.
They look good.
This has got the that cell shader look to it.
It does.
And it definitely makes me feel like I'm in a cartoon.
Yeah.
But everything is very, very clean and very, very snappy. I'm not. It definitely feels like I'm in a cartoon, and it runs very, very well. Probably wouldn't be my everyday pack, but I'm inclined to kind of like it so far. Let me walk down the hallways here. The obsidian, nice, clean, straight lines. Looking at the little spruce trees, they look great, very clean. Birch, all the wood looks good.
I know this is the Adventure Time path, but the cell shading actually really reminds me of
Zelda? No.
No, not Zelda. No. You know what? It's in my Steam library. I really should know the name of this game.
Don't worry about it. Endstone.
I'll think of it.
No problem. No problem at all. The brewing stand looks good. I mean, even the cauldron's got a little bit of an animation to it, which is nice. I mean, look at that mushroom. That is huge. Okay. But
Borderlands. That's what it reminds me.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're right.
It really reminds me of Borderlands. Not in a bad way. I think Borderlands is a fantastic game. So I do sort of like the style. It's a little bit, especially with all the wood planks in this area, it's a little bit busy to me. But I do like it. And I love those. Those are fantastic.
Great. It definitely has its own feel. I mean, even the redstone. I mean, it definitely feels like a cartoon Borderlands video game kind of a thing. I'm going to jump in here to the machine room. I got to say, and going through this, Joe, that while I wouldn't probably use it every day, it'd be one of those days where maybe if I'm not feeling so good and I want to kind of cheer myself up and make me feel like I'm in a cartoon, and I would do this. I would use this. It's a thumbs up for me. I even like how the rails look. There's actually some great detail in there. When you have a redstone activator, I like that. That looks really, really good. What do you think, Joe? What do you think of this?
Oh, I like the pack. It does look really nice. I don't think I would use it, but if this is the sort of thing you really like, I like this enchanting table actually.
Oh, let me.
The book on it has nice detail to it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. This is the sort of if you're looking for a low res texture pack that still has a lot of quality to it. It doesn't look like a low res texture pack. I mean, it looks like it's higher res than it is. This is a really good choice. Oh, and I like the fact that the grass is actually green, although it's sort of a
cartoon green,
neon green. Yeah,
redstone's good too. I like the redstone.
Oh yeah, the redstone is really, really good. Yeah, easy.
I don't know about the repeaters.
It's a little hard to see it fade out, but yeah, the redstone paths at least are really easy to see. And so I think this is a pretty good one.
And this one
I'll give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, this one should run on any system. So
yeah.
So if you have suggestions, we want to know, honestly, I want you guys to send in and send us a link. Links are best. I know some of you have sent in your own texture packs, but it's better if you submit those into like one of those texture pack repository places, and we can pull it from there. But I want links to some of the worst packs that you've seen. I mean, some that you have tried.
Like the Nick Cage pack?
Yes. Like the Nick Cage pack. Send in your worst packs that you've ever seen. Send them in to minecraftme@geekgamer.tv and put resource packs on the subject line so we can find them easier. And let us know your worst. Send us the worst. I mean, they have to be complete. I know there's some out there that are incomplete, and they're incomplete so they look bad. I mean, ones that are complete but are awful.
Yeah, or near complete. I mean, you don't have to have every single thing
right,
done,
but majority of it complete. Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly.
I'd love to see a 256 by texture pack that just is awful. Oh. Well, we had that one. Remember that one texture pack when they introduced the animated textures?
Yeah.
That we tried out where everything was moving.
Oh man.
And it was like the Hurlavision texture pack.
Yeah.
That was
bad.
Entertaining.
So, yes, it was. Yeah. All right, guys. It's now time for our server showcase of the week. Now, you're probably wondering, what is a server showcase of the week? And, sometimes we don't explain this enough. Now, we have a great community server that a lot of you guys jump into and participate and play in and build. And, you don't like to be bothered. You build on your own. You have a great house or cave or something you've made. But wouldn't it be cool to share that with the world? Well, a lot of you have submitted creations that you've spotted on our server that you think that should be shared. Some of you have submitted your own creations, and so we call it our server showcase. We actually showcase one of those awesome things from our server, and this was sent into the show. Now, I know no shameless plug, but he sent it in himself. So Dr. Smeg from Australia, and he actually sent in a video into the show, and this is what he said. He said, hey, this is my largest parcel of land carefully terraformed and crafted into an estate with large modern-style house with some unique and different interior decorating, pool, barn, animal pens, farming areas, docks, harbor area, ship, and a handmade villager compound. It is also right across the road from a public XP farm built by myself and Folky Hobbit, where the large zombie face is carved into the side of the hill, which we've seen, which is actually down the road a bit. But anyway, he submitted this because he felt that some people can get some good inspiration from this build, and he also received some from others. So here it is, Chateau de Dr. Smeg, and let's take a look, Joe. First off,
first of all, I really like the mailbox.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
a mailbox on an anvil.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, should we give him some mail? Here, I'm going to give him a spider eye.
We can't right now.
Oh, that's right. All right, fair enough. All right,
we'll give him some mail.
First off, I like he's right off the road here. He's right off the path. This is in the north spawn area, I think. Mm-hmm. No, west spawn. West spawn.
Yeah, he's right next to the giant black cube that you
what are you talking
installed and didn't explain.
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's move on. So, as you can see, I like the path. First off, I like the path right to the front door of his house. Mm-hmm. So let's just go right on in. Let's take a look here.
The sandstone detail's kind of nice.
Walking in here, and look, you have a beautiful entryway. Nice carpet there. Looks like a nice. Oh, hi, kitty.
Kitty.
Hey, kitty. Kitty looks a little sleepy. Anyway, here's the. Here's the library. Very nice library. Very, very nice. And we'll go in here. This must be the kitchen.
Kitchen? Yeah.
Very small kitchen. Wow. Very small kitchen. Oh, no. Must be a bathroom. Look. Because this is like this is like, you know.
This is.
This is a bathroom.
That's a shower.
Yeah.
And behind you is the. Okay. Well, two guys in a bathroom. Let's just leave.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. So let's go over here. Here's the kitchen. This is maybe. Yeah,
I don't think this is the kitchen either. I don't know.
This is the kitchen.
Okay. You're in a different room. Oh.
Yeah, this is some marble countertops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he's got the...
And a dishwasher.
And then here must be the pantry, I would assume.
With TNT.
Oh, that's nice.
That seems unwise to keep next to your kitchen. But,
yeah, but hey, whatever. To each his own.
Yeah. And a bar. Look, he has a bar over here.
He's got a bar.
See?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Here's the living room here.
Living room.
He's got the big screen TV. He's got rabbit ears.
It does appear to be rabbit ears on top of the TV. Yeah. Nice speakers, though. You can see.
Yeah, very nice speakers.
And surround, too. Look, speakers in the back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No center channel, though, unfortunately.
No. But he has a wither skeleton head on his coffee table.
It's a nice coffee table. And he likes cats.
He does. He has a couple cats.
There's another
to keep the creepers away. So
fair enough. So there's another cat, and let's head upstairs real quick.
Yeah.
Upstairs, you got a little hallway. Looks like you got another. Looks like maybe like a little small office,
like a lounging area or something.
Lounging area. Yeah. As we take a look here, hey, another kitty. Hi, kitty.
Oh yeah, the Siamese kitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little creepy when you walk in the room and there's just a cat there. Hi.
Why? It's like real life.
It is. That's why it's disturbing. You walk in and you're like, oh, hi, Harley. Yeah. How are you in
And you walk out and there's another cat in the hallway.
Yeah, it's like, hi.
How did you do that? Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Cool house. A lot of detail.
I love
this
the
is only the
detail.
beginning, right?
Yeah, this is only the beginning.
That's the house. Out back is the pool.
Wow. It's time to go swimming.
Yeah.
Wait.
More cats. I hear more cats.
I heard a cat. You gonna take a dive?
Yeah.
Oh, good air there. See, you got to get more air like this.
What? Well, you can't stop flying. That's cheating.
What? What are you talking about?
However,
man?
I'm going to point out, I don't think I can climb out without flying. Oh, no, wait. Nope. I don't think I can. Oh, no, I did. Okay, that just took a little bit of tries.
Fair enough. All right.
So, across here we have the Smeg docks. Looks like he has a dock area out back. More TNT blocks.
Wow.
And a ship. I like the ship. And the lighthouse. I'm assuming the lighthouse is his that's out here in the water. Yep. No, the lighthouse is Seawake's.
All right, so he's got the ship docked here. And then you got the lighthouse here, which is Seawake's. He's got the little flag there on the back. I love the docks. You gotta have TNT on the docks, I guess. That just makes it authentic.
That does sort of make sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And flying around, you can see he's got this is the villager compound I think he was talking about. Yep.
Over here?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a sign up in front of it.
Oh, there's the creeper. There's a zombie face.
Yeah, that's the public. The public.
I just like how it's just on the mountain face there. That's it. It's just, come on over. This is great.
Yeah.
I love the detail. And that's the thing, right? And if you look at some of these materials, it's just, wood, different types of wood. And it doesn't take much. It just takes a little bit of time. Oh, the zombie wants to come say hi to the villager.
Oh.
Yeah,
look at that. Oh, that's a zombie villager, too.
Yeah, it's like, I want to be your friend. And villager's like, I'm not having any of it.
Yeah. Actually, if we threw healing potions at the zombie villager, he eventually would heal back into a regular villager.
Yeah, but then he still couldn't get in. He'd be sad.
No, we'd have to come up with a way to get in.
So I got to say, this is awesome, Dr. Smeg. Great job on the detail. And I know you did this in a relatively short period of time because this area wasn't really known until I created the new spawn point for people to come up to. And this looks great. And this is I believe this is, you can continue. You can come and see this on your own while people are still trying to build up here. They still want to know what's going on. Look, there's more step ladders. There's more ladders. People really want to know what's going on. But this is a nice brisk walk from the west spawn area. Just hang a left and just take a nice long walk, and eventually you'll end up here, which it looks great. I think that. Oh, look, here's the driveway.
Yeah, and a garage.
Again, a garage here, and I heard another cat.
Okay.
That was the garage.
That was the garage. Okay,
yeah, okay. Not the pantry. I thought it was the pantry for a minute there, but
yeah, that's right.
I hear kitties and stuff. So, if you want to submit your server showcase into the show, please do so. MinecraftMe.com. Head over to that page, and then on the right-hand side, there's a button you can click, fill out the form, and you too could possibly be featured on another show. Now, one thing that we do on every episode when we record this live. And I want to say a big thanks to these guys right here that you see on the screen. You guys are hanging out with us live as we record this show live. And when you do that, we reward you with experience. We give you bottles of enchantment, lots of them, because we want to say thank you for joining us. So if you want to get your own bottles of enchantment, make sure you keep an eye on our schedule, and you'll know when we're live for a show, and then we'll reward you. Not only that, you get your name shown on the screen, so you can say, hey, that was me. That was me, Joe. My name was right there.
Yep.
Yes. All right, Joe. It's time for our final segment of the show. See, here's the thing. I don't have... if I had those like cool animated things and whooshes or whatever, I would actually edit those in and make the show even more pro. I'm just... Yeah. I guess I'm just not creative enough.
Not hardcore.
I'm not. It's time for the Minecraft Me messages. This is where you can send in your questions or statements into the show, and when you do that, we go through them and we answer them as best as we can. Now, here's the first question coming into the show from Dylan. Dylan is 9 years old and writes, "Hi, Joe and Chase. I know that you did an episode when you went out and fought mobs. It was around episode 8. Wow. You've been around for a while, man. Thank you. But with all the new mobs since then, could you revisit the fighting mobs part of Minecraft?" That's pretty good suggestion. I mean, we haven't covered... Well,
we haven't done any real mob fights in a while. You know what, though? What's really cool is, we've been playing every once in a while. We'll go back and hit diversity a little more. We did, what was it, trivia section last episode. There's a section on diversity that's called Arena. And as you go into it, it's so many arenas, and every arena is a different kind of mobs that spawn that you got to kill so many of them in order to progress on to the next section. So maybe we'll have to hit that, because then we end up hitting a lot of different mobs. Yeah. And we die a lot. Trust me.
Yes. Sometimes in lava, but yes.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
Yeah. Less lava in the arena area, but a lot of very, very dangerous mobs. So yeah, I think we'll hit that. We'll probably do that in another week or two. We'll see how things are going, but yeah, we'll get into that and do some more mob killing because mob killing's always entertaining.
Yeah. Now, another question that I like to bring up and answer from time to time was sent in to the show from Son of Awesome. Says, "Dear Joe and Chase, what do you do when you get banned? Some people, including myself, have been banned and have no idea what to do. Will you please help us?" Now, first off, I hate it when I hear that people are banned because that means they either unwillingly broke a rule or they willingly broke a rule. And I hate it when that happens. And I would say this, our moderators are strict, but I believe that they're fair. And obviously, if you truly feel bad about something that happened and it was a one-off situation, our moderators tend to be very flexible and say, all right, we'll give you another shot, but you're on probation, which means you can't break another rule. If you do, you're perma-banned. However, there are people who are banned and like yourself who don't know what to do. So I'm going to walk you guys through that real quick and show you what you need to do. So just give me a second here to kind of, I didn't have this pre-done, but I'm going to show you guys what you need to do. So first off, you need to come over to our website. Come to geekgamer.tv. Once you are here, there's many different ways to get to it. So if you go to shows and if you go to our Minecraft Me show page, which I know a lot of you end up on, and you see all of our previous shows here, over here on the right-hand side here, you'll see all these show links. There's public server information, community forums, Ben Griefed, things like that. Click on the community forums, okay? Once you do that, it takes you to our forums. Under the forums here, you'll notice under Minecraft Me, there's something here that says ban appeals. All right? Click on that. We should make this easier, I think. And under here, if you've been jailed, banned, read here first. So you click on that, and then it tells you, hey, have you been banned or jailed? You can't play. You need to basically copy and fill out this form, create a new thread, and just tell us what's going on. Just answer the questions, what your game name is, what date you were banned, explain why you think you were banned, and then explain why you think the ban should be pardoned or lifted. And then a moderator will get back to you and let you know what the result is. Now, part of the reason I think I've made it a few hoops to jump through is we just didn't, I don't know. It's tough, right? I didn't want to make it so easy yet so difficult. It's hard to say. It's like when someone gets banned from the server, it's typically because you did something wrong. Now, I know a lot of you will go, hey, what about my brother or sister or cousin or dog or cat who jumped on my account? Doesn't negate the fact that it's your account. You should be responsible for it. It's called responsibility.
Yeah. Not really supposed to share accounts that way.
Yeah. So, but that's how you do it. And if you need more help, join us during a live show. The chat room is not restricted. You can join us during a live show, and typically we have a moderator in there that will help you fill out the form if you're still confused. So, we do this show weekly. We do it on Thursday evenings, typically, 8 p.m. Pacific. But when there's scheduling conflicts or things that we need to get done, we do move things around. So make sure you keep an eye on the calendar. But we do it live every single week, and it's a great time if you're able to join us during a live show. We have a live chat room. We love to interact with you guys. It's always great fun. Now, Joe, speaking of community involvement and interactivity, you have something called a Twitter, right?
I think I do. I don't know. I'd have to check.
Yeah. Well, it's your name, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it's @Falbey, Falbey.
Oh, right. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Yep. So, yes, people can follow you on the Twitter @Falbey.
They can.
And you tweet out things maybe once a week.
And receive my infrequent tweets, yes.
Yes. By the way, people could follow me if you guys want to @Nunes, Nunes, and follow the network on Twitter @GeekGamerTV. That's when you know when we're doing live gameplays like playing some Battlefield or Minecraft or some other games. Obviously, with Xbox One streaming going to be launching soon, I'm going to be doing some of that too. So please make sure you follow the Twitter. You'll know when anything's happening @GeekGamerTV. And by the way, if you download the show on iTunes or Android or whatever, thank you so much. But if you watch us on YouTube, Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave comments and like those videos. They matter because then YouTube helps curate those search results and that sort of thing. So, you guys, thank you again for watching the show. Don't forget our brand new Patreon page where you can now support the show directly. And when you do so, you get some awesome perks in the process. That URL is patreon.com/Minecraft. For Mr. Joseph Falbey, I'm Chase Nunes. Thank you for downloading and watching Minecraft Me. We'll see you guys again next week. Keep digging.